Well, hello, great people. This is Doc Rock joining you today on this marvelous Monday. Hey, and if you're in the Huntsville area, outside of my window, about 15 minutes ago, I saw some snowflakes. Really, I'm serious. I thought it was, those little white bugs we have in the summertime. And I swear it's kind of cold for them. So I went outside and I looked and it was melting on the ground. So, hey, nothing big. I don't even see them anymore. But just a telltale sign that winter is on the way. All right, even here in Huntsville, Alabama, the Rocket City. So hopefully you're doing well and had a great weekend. And welcome to Doc Rock Leadership Talk. Go tell somebody to jump on. We got about 10, 15 minutes to give you some tools for your tool belt so you can have a productive, successful day and week. All right. And been a couple weeks since I've been traveling out of the country, and been great, impacting people's lives, empowering them to fulfill their destiny in all realms and aspects of their life. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about leading through self-love. Yeah, leading through self-love, which is the foundation for confidence and clarity. And I want to talk about that. So try to jump on one of the platforms, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. We own them all at one time right now. We're going to be talking about leading through love, because you can't lead others, not well, until you first learn to lead, love, value yourself. So many people are trying to lead without loving themselves, because we think like self-love is some thing that we shouldn't be doing. But the good book says, love thy neighbor as thyself. And that's the second commandment. But it's kind of like really taking into account that you already love you, right? Because if you don't love you, I don't want you loving me like that. No, you got to love you. First of all, here's the deal. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. You really can't. Leadership starts with the person in the mirror. It was the king of soul said, well, I guess king of rock and roll said, king of pop. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get it right. King of pop says, I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Tell you, I'm a little rusty on that, but that's true. Who's the person in the mirror? Are you leading yourself well? Are you loving yourself? Are you valuing yourself? Right? Because that's important. Too many leaders, try to serve, try to give, try to motivate, okay, while secretly running on empty. Secretly, they're running on empty, and we're trying to lead. I've been there before. Full disclosure, I've been there before, that I didn't have this self-love. Self-love is not arrogance. I need to get this across. Self-love is not arrogance, okay? Not at all. It's awareness. It's acceptance. It's being aligned with who God made you to be. Listen, and you got to align yourself to who you are and love you. Love how you look. You can enhance it, but you put a little makeup on, cut your hair. Mine is pretty easy. Everybody else is just jealous. It's okay, but you gotta love you, and not just love how you your appearance. Love who you are. Love who your core is, so you can work on you and improve and be a better you. I can't be a better Michael Jordan. I can't be a better Les Brown. I can be a better Caracas Watkins. I can be a better Doc Rock, right? The problem isn't that we don't care enough about others. That's not the problem. It's that we don't care correctly for ourselves. It's not that we don't care about other people. We do. We just don't care correctly about ourselves, because most of our lives we've been taught to love others, but no one told us to love ourselves enough. You got to love you. You got to value who you are. You got to know that, hey, you're supposed to be in the room. Get rid of this imposter syndrome, okay? That you're trying to prove who you are every time you walk into the room. No, be you. And if they don't like you, that's their problem. And guess what? Everybody's not going to like you. Love you. And those who don't like you, don't worry about it, okay? You should like Doc Rock. I'm a good dude. I believe that, okay? But guess what? Some may not. Some who listen right now, maybe they don't. But the deal of the matter is, You got to love you. All right. Love who you are. All right. So let's dive into this a little bit more. The leadership truths about self love. Actually, the leadership truth about self love. Hey, self love builds confidence. Self love builds confidence. See, confidence is not the absence of fear, it's the presence of self belief. It's not the absence of fear. You may have fear there, but you believe in yourself. You love yourself enough to do it anyway. Take a chance. I said this, I don't know how many times, thousands of times. If you're going to bet on someone, bet on you. Bet on yourself. But you can't bet on yourself if you don't love yourself. Okay? You got to fall back in love with you. Not selfish, but self-love. Not that you thinking only about you and no one else, but you can't lead from or pour into people from an empty cup. You can't lead from a place of, emptiness. And we try to do this many times, and secretly we are dying. We're trying to lead at work. We're trying to lead at home. We're trying to lead, in maybe the church you serve in or whatever. But we're leading on empty. And I've been there. Secret. Doc don't lead on empty. I am full. I'm telling you, I feel myself up every single day, every morning. I am absolutely on the overflow, be honest with you. I really am. Okay. But there was a time in my life that was not the case. It really wasn't. And I was faking it to make it. And I tell people, stop faking it to make it. We're past that season that you are faking it to make it. Believe it to achieve it. Believe it to achieve it. See, because when you value yourself, you walk in rooms differently. You speak differently. You lead differently. When you value you, when you believe in you, when you love you, yes, you're going to make mistakes. I tell people all the time, people pay me really good to come and speak or train in their businesses. I do a bunch of keynotes, as many of you all know, and things of this nature. And guess what? I don't have the best enunciation. I don't have the enunciation of my daughter, Brown. I don't have it. I wish I did, but I don't. I was messing with Kenny Anderson, and some of you know Kenny, and Kenny has great enunciation. I don't have that, okay? I don't, every once in a while, I may have some noun-verb disagreement going on. But people pay me and ask me to come around the world to speak. Why? Because I know who I am. I have something to say to help change that organization, to help change that person, to help change the trajectory of where they're going. And I get results. Okay. But here's the deal. I had to learn to fall in love with me and know, hey, I have strengths and I have weaknesses. We all have strengths. We all have weaknesses. Okay. I have a strength of leadership. I love leading, not because I want to be up front. I love to serve, right? I'm a servant leader. I love what we're doing at Ability Plus, one of the organizations I lead. Oh my goodness, we are on a trajectory to do some great things. I'm serious about it. But we have to learn to love who we are as individuals and love who we are as a provider, helping people with disabilities. And if you're listen to me, and you're doing that, hey, hats off to you. I wish you the best. If we can help you, we will help you because there's room for us all. Okay, but you got to love you. Self-love reminds you, I belong here. I have something to offer. And that's the difference. You have something to offer that's bigger than you, that's greater than you, okay? We're talking about the leadership truth about self-love. The leadership truth about self-love. B, self-love creates clarity. Self-love creates clarity. You want to have clarity. When you know who you are, you stop chasing who you're not. Think about it. When you know who you are, you stop chasing who you're not. I know what I'm not. I'm not chasing what I'm not. I'm chasing who I am. I'm embracing it more than chasing it, to be honest with you. I'm embracing. So go ahead and embrace who you are. Embrace that greatness in you. Listen, you've heard me say this many times. Greatness is in you. It's going to take some work to get it out of you, but it's in you. Okay? Love brings clarity. It removes the fog of comparison and insecurity. So many people, in the fog of comparing themselves to other people. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Don't even worry about that. Insecurity. Why are people insecure? Because they're not loving who they are. They're looking at around, okay, and oh, that's better, and oh, that's better, and that's better, and that. No. Look at the person in the mirror. I'm stopping and starting with the man in the mirror. Start with him or stop with him, right? Then I'm going on, right? Okay, and stop. Listen. I glean from a lot of people. I learn from a lot of people. I take things from a lot of people, but I'm not trying to be them. I only can be me at the end of the day. So fall in love with you. Yes, I love me some me. Yes. Now that sounds very selfish. It does, but it's not, because if you love you, then you love people. You good. Now, if you just love you and you selfish, it's all about you, that ain't what I'm talking about. All right. That's not good in my opinion. Okay. My opinion is not good. All right. But if you love you so you can love other people, you are on your way. You're going to have clarity. You're going to go forward, right? Leaders who don't know their worth often make mistakes out of fear and not faith. You got to know you, so you won't make those mistakes. And then see, and we'll do part 2 next week. Okay, this the third truth about leadership when it comes to self-love is that self-love protects energy. It protects energy. When you operate from love, okay, you protect your time, boundaries, and peace. You have proper energy. You have the aroma, aura about yourself. Healthy self-love ensures you lead from the overflow, not depletion, not the underflow. You lead from the overflow. You got the energy. You're going. You're loving you. Because what happens is when you have self-love, you produce dopamine. You feel better about yourself instead of stressing out and comparing yourself. And I'm never good enough. And that imposter syndrome, that cortisol is formed. And now you're stressed out. Now you got ulcers. Now you're depressed. Oh, no. It's Marvelous Monday. Let's go. No. Love you. And when you fall 6 times, get up 7 and keep loving you. Keep believing in you. Keep trusting in you. Keep going forward. And inch by inch, it's a cinch. Yes. And you're going to make the mile. But you got to go to inch, you got to go to the feet, you got to go to yards, and you got to make a mile. You can do that. You can absolutely do that. But you got to love you. Okay? And don't beat yourself up. Yes. Be accountable to you and others, but don't beat yourself up. There's no condemnation. No, none. Don't condemn yourself. Get convicted when you're wrong. Say I messed up. I stand correct, but keep going forward and fall back in love with you. All right. Next week, I'm going to continue this. I'm going to be talking about the 3 pillars of self-love for leaders. The 3 pillars of self-love for leaders. We're going to talk about those 3 things that's going to help you go forward and be all you're called to be. All right. So don't you give up. Book back there says no bad days, bad seconds, bad minutes, maybe bad few hours, but never, ever a bad day. Love you. Go forward. It's going to be all right. All things work together for the good. Those who love God, those who have a purpose, and you have one. So keep going forward. All right. So no bad days. All right. Keep going forward. All right. It's not Blue Monday. It's Marvelous Monday. So here it is. It's Super Sunday. It's Marvelous Monday. It's Terrific Tuesday. It's Wonderful Wednesday. It's Triumphant Thursday. It's Fantastic Friday. And it's Successful Saturday. I'm Doc Rock. You join me at the top. Let's go. You got this. Yes.